Hi everyone, welcome to Allergy Friendly Cooking, and we are going to cook a meal tonight. I am trying to undo the chat so I have full screen from my end. I don't want to do that. Oh my goodness, this is nuts. All right, let me see here. Me. I am. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to see what this. Oh, I'll just work with it. How about that? Y'all, as long as y'all can see. Ugh. I see Cynthia. So hi, Cynthia. Right. I'm still trying to figure this out because I like the full screen, but that's all right. We'll work with it. All right. So I'm gonna heat my pan up. Let's see if I can move things over this way and bring y'all closer. There we go. Maybe we're gonna cook that chicken first because that usually takes the longest anyway. All right. Got my spoon. So I have videos. I edited. Editing is putting the intro and an outro and all that together. Um, Editing stuff, and then I upload it to the channel, and then we go in and titles, description, all that good stuff. So I have them uploaded. Now tomorrow I'll be editing the rest of it. That way, got videos out. I've done put out some shorts and stuff and everything, so that kind of give you an idea of what's going on, what I've been doing, and everything. I think I'll make me some tea. All right. Over here. So, the chicken noodle soup that they make, and my son likes it spicy. He likes it really spicy. All righty. I didn't show Chase the sauces because there was so much going on when he got home. But I'll show that to him tomorrow. Oh, no, the cane wants to fall on the floor. I don't want it to fall on the floor. Right. And it doesn't take long with coconut oil to sit there and melt and heat up. You know, that's why I like cooking so much. So I am going to get some green tea. I'll show you what I have. I got this um Tetley green tea, and what I did was just stick them all in a jar because I don't know, to hear the pros and cons of plastic and microplastics and this, that, and the other. So it's like, well, my main reason for doing that is because the jar doesn't take up as much room as a big box does. So I just finished drinking my lemon lime water. I'm gonna make some tea. Hey, Misha, awesome. Should you turn off? Did I do what? Did I turn off the notifications on your? Yeah, I don't know. I just turned all the alarms off. I'm sleeping at the bar too. All right, so okay, we're gonna cook the chicken first. And one good way you can, if you want to season your chicken without putting it in the pan, this is what they do. Oh, this is a garlic parmesan. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. So, people don't know yet. My granddaughter, she has passed. She's done her OIT, which is oil immunology therapy with dairy, and now she's dairy free. I mean, now not dairy free anymore. She is dairy. She can eat anything that has dairy in it. Um, she can have ice cream. I'll show you all the ice creams here in a little bit. Regular cheese, you name it. She's had Reese's peanut butter cups, Hershey bars. She had Andy's mint. Let's see what else did they say? Reese's peanut butter cups, Andy's mints, Hershey's chocolate bar. There was a few others, man. They were telling me the list. I was like, oh my goodness. I have that seasoning, but haven't used it. Oh my goodness, Misha, it smells so good. So you can take and season it in the bag. So we'll do some onion powder. I forget. See, the onion powder has bigger holes in it, which I don't understand. And the garlic powder doesn't. And it's like, I say, well, but people have more onion breath than garlic breath. And then some black pepper. Lots of black pepper. And we'll put some salt in there. Now, this is the Redmond salt. We just used the canister. So I got 2 packages of the 16 ounce and basically filled up one of these. So that's what's in there. And I'm quite sure my son wouldn't mind if I used that, but I'm not using that tonight. Um, we're just going to do the general things, seasoning. And you just turn your chicken over and rub it in there. That one side is not more than the other. That way you don't get your hands all messy and everything. And it doesn't, like one side it gets more seasoning than the other once it's in the pan. So this way it's going to be that way. All right, there we go. And then, no hands, Mom. Right to the pan it goes. We're going to get this tea going. Make me some more water. All right. So the other day, this video should be out. The time is coming out. Whoops, sorry about that. They had these honey hot biscuits that they got. I don't think they like them too much. It's because there's a box left over. So we're going to use those for demonstration purposes because it has the xanthan gum in it. So I'm just like, because I say, you want, they didn't offer, but I'm like, yeah, go give me one. But we don't know if you can. Because does it have that? I'm like, usually the biscuits y'all buy don't have them. That one has it because, let's see. All right. So they get the Kinder's honey hot barbecue sauce. That's what's in the biscuits. And this has xanthan gum. So that's why the biscuits had the xanthan gum in it. And I was just like, oh my goodness gracious. Getting things out. We had the maraschino. Oh yeah, I remember where that. All right, so that order is done. So we're gonna put that in here. Get a nice cup of hot tea. All right, so over here we get the Kinder sauce is awesome. If I don't see you and see the chat, it's okay. And don't see y'all. All right, I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different because we're only working with this pan pot right here. Now I made a big pot of beans. That will be coming out on a video. But I want to show y'all making something. Something I did. So we're gonna put some beans in here. So navy beans. Oh my goodness. I grew up so much eating these. I didn't like them then. I still sort of don't like them. I'm gonna put some liquid in there. Add more beans. And bring that up to a boil and then let it simmer. Because sometimes I like trying out recipes before I make the recipe. And so that's what I did last night. Tried the recipe. So I was like, oh well, we're cooking tonight. So I'll show y'all what I did with that. Then some tea. So we got chicken going and we got beans going. And then while everything is heating up, we'll talk about what's going to go on. Because we got different sauces to make tonight. A couple of things. Now, what I didn't put what's going to be in the beans, I did not put in there because I forgot. But I'll put it in there tonight. And we're going to see how it works. a surprise. All right. Let me bring it back over here. Alrighty. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Joe, Miss Carla. How are you? So I got my beans heating up. My chicken is going. I turned the light up on that. I got me enough pepper. Now this is green tea, so it's gonna be good. A little hot, but it's good. Okay, so when it comes to cheeses, I said in the video, that there is no more dairy-free cheese in the house because Anastasia, my granddaughter, has conquered. Actually, the Lord conquered that allergy for her by giving us to the right doctor at this right time. And I honestly believe that to get Anastasia over this dairy allergy. So we have, now this is one of my favorite cheeses, is Munster cheese. So I like that. We have regular mozzarella. My son picked up spice hot jalapeno and habanero jack. My daughter-in-law likes the Kobe jack cheese, and I got them to give me a fiesta bun because I have some ideas to use with this and everything, which I've been doing in some of the videos, like with my eggs and all. Oh, it's like just the difference of how the cheese melts. Just like, oh my goodness. So I will be using this cheese tonight. As far as I go, I still don't know. So I will be making an appointment with Anastasia's doctor, and even if it's just a consultation, and she can figure out by what I tell her what's going on, maybe we can figure out, a plan. I try still not to eat anything with the xanthan gum in it or any of the gums in it. So this is still geared toward allergy-friendly cooking because there's still so many things that could be besides those. Um, because my finger, under my fingernail, it split. And I already knew what that was from. I'm like, okay, so here we go again. Um, and so I'm just really got to a point. I'm tired of trying to figure out what it is. We know this is inflammation. Now, earlier tonight, oh, see, I can get that's like a thing. It's like a trigger fingernail. Almost can close it. So if I stay away from all the gums, oh, I know. We can. I can get this information down. So, I mean, I think that would be awesome. Just even if she can say, "Oh, I know what it is," blah 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 blah. Give me a good plan forward. And it could be a preservative that they use, and not even one of the gums whatsoever. So that's something else I'm looking at. Yeah, and yes, I'm looking at making my own ice cream because I want to see if I can do it. I want to see how it will come out and everything. So, will I miss having a regular ice cream? Yes, I do. But there is one that does not have gums in it, and that's Haagen-Dazs. So I have the white chocolate. I've got the white chocolate raspberry truffle. So, I mean, it's only a pint, but I don't eat a pint a night anyway. So it's all right. So they got moose tracks. They have the Death by Chocolate. And this is one of Anastasia's favorites so far. And that's the peppermint. It's called peppermint stick. She really loves this one. So, and then the blue bunny is blue. This is the bunny track. And then this one was the no, this is the banana split. And then this is bunny tracks. Um, so they are so excited. And I mean, we start talking about all kinds of things. And yes, we were talking about candy tonight. So we were talking about Trix and Mr. Goodbar and Three Musketeers. And they were talking about, I was trying to think of Whoppers instead of Milk Duds. And I said Milk Duds. And they're like, and I was like, no, it's like a little ball thing. And they're saying, that's not Milk Duds. I'm like, yes, it is. I don't think so. I looked it up. I was like, okay, what I'm thinking of and the name I called it is two totally different things. So I had to search it up because it's been so long. Even before Anastasia was born and everything, there was we didn't have candy, get candy that much. And I was like, I haven't had those. I'm like, oh my goodness, a good 30 years. So, and I love Whoppers used to be my favorite growing up. My grandma would buy a box and give me some every single day just because she knew they were my favorite. Um, Now they're going to get peppermint patties. Let's see here. She's had a Snickers bar. Let's see what else. So I will write down stuff today, like whatchamacallit, zero, all kinds of stuff. Now, some of them I would like to try to make on my own. Now, I know this one guy I saw, he's vegan and made it with the almond flour as the crunchy part of the bar, and then dates as the middle, and then covered it with chocolate and everything. But I was like, yeah, I mean, you could. Oh, I know. I love whatchamacallit. So, and then, you can get Rice Krispie cereal and get it plain and do so much with it. And then I saw a lady, she used hard boiled rice and made stuff with this. So I was like, okay, I want to get a bag of that. And I wanted to work on some projects and everything. And so then we're talking about if they do want to go trick or treating this year, because this year is Anastasia's last year, but foremost so it's because of the candy. So I was like, oh goodness. So um there's some candy bars I want to try and make myself. Because I was looking and don't have the gums in it. I'm like, okay. So working on so cooking videos are coming out next week. And then because I've uploaded them to the channel, and now I just got to edit titles and descriptions and all that stuff. So that'll be done tomorrow, so I can schedule them out. And then I'll be working on making the ice cream. I've got soy milk, the soy milk, the fruit. I got some mixed fruit. And there's a couple other things that to get to use, and I already have it. So, like, okay, we're going to try this and see how it works. You know, because I'm still working on that yogurt. So I will be making one more video with yogurt, with the soy milk this time. And I like making my own oat milk. What I liked about was having the pulp to make my own crackers. You know, but that is still a lot of work. But I had this sometimes I didn't. I was like, why is this about boring? So there are some things that are easy to do, to make. I got home and everything, and there's just some things that's just easier to buy in the store. Also the peppermint. So while those are cooking, we're gonna cut up. Let me get some stuff this way, this way. So y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. We're gonna get an onion cut out. Oh. And you know, I know people right have to eat dairy free. The people who choose to eat that way. And let me tell you, sometimes grocery shopping was a big bear to do because those who chose or choose to eat that way buy it all up, and by the time the people have to eat that way to go to the store and get it, it's all gone. And it was frustrating. All right, so I'm gonna put some of these onions into my beans. All right, these I'm gonna go right in here. All right, I'm gonna take some cabbage. I'm gonna put some cabbage up. All righty. And I just go around, to make it different sizes. Not, you know, not limited space and not limited space. I just don't like bringing up the blender and making all kinds of noises. They won't hear anything. That's all right. So we got that cut up. All right. We'll put this chicken. It's got a nice sear in there. I'll bring y'all up back over here to show you that. Got a nice sear on the end. And yeah, I'm putting cabbage in with the beans. Not a whole lot, just enough. And I have another dish for the cabbage. Okay, let me put this over here. All right. So we got the beans and the cabbage going and the onions. And hear that sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. I think I need some more chicken in there. Yeah, turn the light up so that the pan will heat up, and I think it just took all the heat. There we go. Just puts it all up. Usually we'll put it like on medium low heat, And it didn't seem like it was heating up at all. Alrighty, there we go. Get this back down a bit lower. And I'll cut this chicken in a little bit to see how well it looks. It's split right there, and I hooked pretty good on one end. So just I gotta get that other end cooked. The beans are going. I don't know what did I put in those beans. Put the cabbage. I took a picture of it. Thanks. I was like, I took a picture of it, so I don't remember what I put in there. We got cabbage and onions. Of course, I'm gonna put seasoning in there. Let's see here. Do some black pepper. I'm gonna do some garlic. And a little bit of salt, but not too much because the chicken is already salted. So it's in there. I didn't put my turmeric in there. I think now, Wednesday night we were talking about, I was talking about different herbs and what different herbs go together. And like bay leaves are good for soups and stews. And it said that one bay leaf is good for 2 to 3 people. Um, I'm the only one eating this, so I'm putting a nice bay leaf. And I will do that next Wednesday with the herbs, because there was some really interesting ones in that book. And it's the common ones that we have that we use all the time too. So, oh yeah, I know what I can put in there. I'll get it out. Celery. Let me put some celery in there. All right. Well, good. I'm gonna chop up some celery real quick. Put that in there. Now I didn't put it in there last time. I have some mushrooms I need to use up. So I'm gonna grab those too. I think it is just something to do different with beans because beans, especially navy beans, white beans, it's like, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Yep. Well, maybe not the mushroom. All right. I just have to use that other day. Put those in here. That's right. Chicken and mushrooms. So we're gonna let this simmer, let the celery get soft. And we'll go from there. All right. Here in a little bit, and we'll make a sauce. Because after the chicken is done, I will put the vegetables in there. I used to tell people, and they were like, well, I couldn't go without dairy. How do you do that? You do what you do for your family, for your kids, your grandkids, and all. And it's like, that doctor uh, bragged about them to everybody because they said normally the parents or whoever, if it's just one person, the whole family didn't do it. They would just say separate their food from everybody else's food, and you know, you can't have that, but here's yours. And no, well, too bad. It's like, oh my goodness. They're like, yeah. So their doctor bragged about them. You know, just unbelievable that everybody in the family think that way for Anastasia. I'm like, well, yeah, that's my granddaughter. I'm not going to sit there and have anything to put her in jeopardy or anything like that. So, and now think of the restaurants everybody goes to that we normally couldn't go to, that we can go to now because we were limited. I mean, really limited. Like, and they any Chinese food basically, Chinese restaurant we could go to. We have one that we go to, and they know us, because we go so much, and they're excited. Um, so she's able to now have ice cream and all. Then we have a ramen restaurant that does ramen dishes and everything. And it's like Chinese ramen, Wendy's, so um, because there was always a may possibility, be cross contaminated. Sheep, because if you get like if you don't get the grilled, if you get the fried chicken or chicken tenders and everything's all in that one grease thing that they cook in. That's like at every restaurant. You get fried food. So if they did the fried mozzarella sticks in that grease, and then you did chicken tenders and everything, of course, there's the possibility the residue of cheese is going to be on there. So now that it, it just doesn't matter. So it's like so cool. So last week we had Freddy's. It's kind of like I guess that would makes me think of a Shoney's, but not like they don't have a bar. It's just like a hamburger joint type thing. I'm hoping In and Out Burger comes here. I think that would be cool to go to. Let's see here. So then you have Red Robin, but I think ours are closing down. But like you think of like Texas Roadhouse, even the Buffalo Wings, or I'm trying to think of someone else. Olive Garden. We couldn't go to the Olive Garden, and now we can. That cross contamination per the FDA. I'm gonna have to, they cannot be doing that. Oh wow. Okay. That's being on the phone. Hitting the wrong button. I did not know that they couldn't be doing that. I think it's closing. I think that's what the kids say. I'll have to look and see. Um, but yeah, and I had no idea about that on the FDA thing in there because I know the restaurants. Oh yeah, look at that chicken. Say that there's a possibility of things being cross contaminated. All right, let me put that down and show y'all this chicken. This chicken looks so good. So when we used to go out, you used to have them put that chicken, ask them to change their gloves and things, or something up here and there and everything. And most people had no issues doing that for us. All right, so we got this on the plate. See if I can get some of the chicken off. Okay, I'm taking. I'll put this in here. Cabbage, and I'll get all the stuff on the bottom of the can all up. But this won't take long to cook. Let me add onion. We'll just turn that back down to a 3. And these are washed already. I'm adding some radishes. Now, the key thing about the radishes is the skin that is hot. If you saute them for a little bit, it takes the heat out of them. If you want to eat them raw, peel the radish because the skin is where the heat is at. Man, Savior found that out years ago. Okay, I've got one film. All right, let me get another one cut up. And we'll throw that one in there too. Add some color. Put that in there. Get this stirred up here in a minute. Oh, they're so good. And I got some radishes growing. And they're purple radishes. Well, I mean, the skin color is purple. To me, this is red. So, yeah. And see, now it has all the juices in there. And all the seasoning already. I'm going to add one more thing. Some diced sweet potatoes. We'll get this all nice and golden. Now I turned the light down like almost a medium low. And see, all this is coming up now. Now that's why I like cooking with like that. Oh, bring y'all over here. Show y'all this nice bean soup. Now I'm letting the water cook down some. So that's why I haven't finished it up yet. But I got that bay leaf in there. I've seen it seasoned it. I've got everything else in here. Just let that cook down some more. And then I'll add the cheese. All right. So now we're going to make a sauce. Oh my goodness, we are in kind of mood tonight. We're going to make a sauce. Let's see here. Per Google, 50 stores are closing due to underperformance. The only store closing in Northern California is Folsom and Paladino Shopping Center. Oh, wow. That's about an hour away. Thanks for letting us. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Then I was like watching some YouTube channels talking about different restaurants that are closing because underperformance and this, that, and the other. And I'm feeling myself nothing new, but I love going to Ryan's Steakhouse. And the funny thing it was, people didn't realize the every time Ryan's Steakhouse closed down because of something or other, they came back under a different name. So a hometown buffet or some other name they come up with. It was still the same thing. So let me get that. So I have mustard. Mustard. And listen. All right. Let me turn it down on my I love mustard. And I just like pairing different things with mustard. So we're going to find out what goes well with mustard. And there's two things I need to add to the beans. I won't forget that. So we're going to do a good thing of mustard. Oh my family got these candied jalapenos. They don't like them. Why? I mean, it tastes good, and they're not really hot. I'm going to use this spoon, dry it off. I don't have any mayonnaise, and I haven't made any mayonnaise. I could use Thousand Island dressing. Thousand Island dressing has xanthan gum in it. So this is for the experiments of making my own different types of sauces and everything. So I am going to grab a couple, maybe 3 or 4, and some of the juice, of course, with the seeds. Makes it hot. Of course. Then we're going to give this a nice stir. Now, I'm quite sure if I wanted a thicker sauce, I mean, you think like tapioca starch or something other like that would probably be better. And I can just set that up. Right, so we have these bitters that I got for the Coca-Cola. And it said it's good for, what is it, soup stews? Where's the list? Oh, let's see here. Okay, flavors to soups, salads, vegetables, gravies, fish, meat, fruit juices, jellies, sherbets, ice cream, and all similar desserts, regulating the quantity according to taste. We're going to add a little bit of this to there. And just do a couple of dashes here. There we go. Oh, that looks like a different color. I made it darker. I don't have any relish. I have pickles, but that I made. I don't have any relish. All right. Now I'm gonna sit down. Sit down before I add other things to it. All right. So we're gonna give this a taste before I do anything else. Oh, let's see what it tastes like. That's not bad. It's got a little kick to it, I'll tell you that. I'm adding a little bit of cheese. So the cheese is going into some other things too. But I want to stir it up. All in there. And that has a cheese in it. That's not bad. So we got that made. I'll bring it over here. Now let's just calm down quite a bit. And then we're going to add some cheese. And that depends on how much cheese. Now, every single dish that I do from here now on, you can swap it out with dairy-free cheese. If you want to use veal, like store brand, you follow your heart. Dang, those cheeses will still work in all these dishes. And I just want to let everybody know that now that Anastasia is no longer dairy free, they're not buying the dairy free cheeses anymore. So I cook with what I have. I'm going to give you the options of swapping it out. We're adding these bitters to the soup, which I did not do the other night. Now I'm gonna put that on low. We'll have some fun. Oh, it definitely changed the color. Look at that. Like a mock tomato color. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, so now I'll bring y'all back over here. What did you say? No cheese, no better. You better believe more cheese, more better. You got that right. All right, I'll just put that away. A little bit of cheese goes in here. I was showing y'all what we have earlier. The mozzarella, this package, and that's a big package of the Fiesta blend. Um, compare prices. So you want to do apples to apples and oranges to oranges. We could buy 3 bags, even the Fiesta blend, 3 bags for the price of 1 vegan cheese. And I'm like, that's pretty sad. How you do that to people? All right, we got our chicken, and this is what I'm going to do with the chicken. So y'all can see. I'm going to cut this up. And you can leave it like this. You can cut it up. To me, it's easier to go ahead and pre-cut it like this into the sizes that you want. Oh, my crickets are back. All right. This looks so good. It smells so good. I'm going to put it right back in the pan so I can heat it up. Like I said, it's just a rough cut. Because you can plate this so many different ways. You can just leave it like this. You can put the your cabbage on the bottom, like you would do if you had rice or quinoa or something else like that. You put it back in and make it one dish. And I'm gonna make bread in the crock pot again. We got some more parchment paper, so you know, we have plenty. Okay, so put this back in here. Turn this light up just a little bit. And while that is heating back up, we're going to get us a bowl of soup. All right. I'll get this bowl over here. Oh, yeah, this came out nice and thick. So, let's see here. Try and get y'all where y'all can see it. And there is your soup. Now, with the soup, and like with anything, you can garnish it. You don't have to. Here's some celery. The tops of celery. I think I had some parsley left. Because I need to go get some more. I had some dry. And you know, you can take your parsley, whether it's fresh from the garden or if you got parsley flakes like these. You can just sprinkle it all on top. You can do that with parsley, chives, because we have chives also. Anything like that, you want to make it different. And then there's your bean soup, not your typical bean soup. And I fixed this the other night. It was so good. I was like, okay, I need to make a video of it. And I'm like, oh, I can do it on the live when I was like making the meal. All right. So we're gonna plate this up. Just gonna go plate and that cheese all melted. We're gonna add the cheese. You see that cheese all nice and melted. Okay. You got that there. Just take a little bit and sprinkle all around. Keep it in the middle. The same thing, you can put chives on top. You can add your celery to that. And now we're going to add nice sauce. Right on top. Just like that. Now, I was thinking about putting this in there. We're going to find out. Because I wanted to use this sauce like this first. That you look at you. Spaghetti dinner. You gotta have a presentation. You know, they say eat more with your eyes than you do anything else. We got maraschino cherries, maraschino cherries, and so I was thinking about using the juice to put into here, just a little bit like that. Now we can put those on the ice cream. I forgot all about those. And they're still good. Give this a good mix. I just like to see what goes well together. If it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. All right. Y'all ready? Ready for the big taste test? All mixed together. I got me a nice big spoon. Actually, it tastes really good. It helps with the bite of the jalapenos. Oh, wow. That's cool. I have to do it. I will actually do a video about that and make it, oh, that's really good. And so there's one with the jalapeno. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. That turned out really well. All right. So if you had time to make biscuits, which that was my goal tonight, was make homemade rolls, and I didn't get there. Store-bought works just as well. These are the honey hot, and plus there's like hash browns in here. Um, I did use one to make a video, and they do have the heat after you to bite into it. I'm not. I don't feel like having it tonight. Anytime it's ready. So we're going to take a nice bite. We'll get some of the sauce, get some of the chicken. So I'm going to cut the chicken up a little bit more. All right, let's see here. How much? All right, so the first bite is going to be a little bit of chicken with the cabbage. Now I can get some chicken on there. All right. Well, that one didn't want to go on the spoon either. Oh, there's a little bit of chicken. Oh, gosh. Oh, that tastes so good. Now, that would be my lunch and my dinner. Well, oh no, we have spaghetti tomorrow. And we get to use regular cheese on the spaghetti. That's just maybe my lunch tomorrow. But oh my goodness, that is so good. And with the mustard sauce, oh my goodness. And see, even with the cheese, I put that cheese on there and it's just melting just from the residue of the heat from the pan of the chicken and everything. And I'm just like, and then see, here's your radish. So I'll get some radish, some sweet potatoes. I'll get some of the sauce on here with the jalapeno. Or maybe. Mm, oh, it's so good. It just pairs so well. You wouldn't think flavors like this would do that, but they did. Now it's time for soup. All right. Here's the bean soup. I'm just gonna mix all that together. So we got some onions and some celery. and it's hot still. The other night, last week, I'm like, wow, right here in the roof of my mouth. Why is that like? I was like, oh, I burned the roof of my mouth. It must have been something that was taste testing. Mm. Now, this is definitely, you could put some ham in there if you want to put some ham in there or some bacon. Oh, that's what I did. I put bacon in it. I didn't have any bacon made tonight. But bacon, sausage, um, whether it's turkey sausage or turkey bacon, either way, it would still work. Those butters, I could add a little bit more of that in here, and that would really, oh wow. Mm, that's definitely good. That'd be a different type of fall soup to have because, you know, every time they done said, the cooler weather's coming, then it's gonna get hot again. The cooler weather's coming, then it gets hot again. That the jet flow and everything always is all of a sudden it changes. And I'm just like, and so now it's supposed to get hot again. By the middle of September, it's supposed to be cold. I'm just like, okay, y'all need to stop getting ahead of yourselves about forecasting 3 or 4 weeks ahead or whatever, because that's what you did with August, and it was supposed to be cooler by now. It's not cooler by now. But I have to hand it to the other people. And that's a hard job because the atmosphere always, it's always changing. You know, you've got storms coming off the coast and the ocean water changes and everything. Oh my goodness, y'all in the hundreds for a week. I am so disappointed. I know. So am I. We're supposed to be like in the 70s, is what they said we were supposed to be. We're in the 80s. We'll be in the 90s next week. I'm like, whoa, 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 here. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, it's the end of August. Okay, yeah, yeah, granted, it's supposed to be this hot at the end of August, but we have no rain coming. And so now I got to water everything because I'm not losing the plants I got going out there with this soup. Oh my goodness. And see, the cheese melting, you know, look how, it's just like, ooh, so gooey. And if it was vegan cheese, I think, hey, Robin, how you doing? If it was the dairy-free cheese, it would not be melted like that. It would still be in, you still would see the shreds. So I was like, oh my goodness. Plus, being able to buy, three compared to one is just unbelievable. But yeah, and then you put more cheese on top, and oh my goodness, look at that. That just looks so, how that just melts like that. I'm gonna say you can add a little bit more salt, but I wouldn't add the salt. I would add more of those bitters. Let me get it for you. I added this to the soup. So I will make a video. I will make a separate video about the soup. And then, Robin, this is what I made for dinner. It's cabbage. It's chicken first. I cooked the chicken first, and then I sauteed the cabbage and the radishes and the onions together. And then I added cheese, and I made a mustard sauce, which is this right here, and I added candied jalapenos with a little bit of some of the juice from the jalapenos. I'll have to measure all that out and do a video with this sauce. And then I added some juice from the maraschino cherries. That is so good. So this would be like a good dipping sauce. Um, like on a hot dog or a hamburger. I was thinking, you do a steak, a mock Heinz 57 sauce. Yeah, I can't have that either. I have to make my own until I go to the doctor to figure out what's going on. So, but this really turned out well. I was like, here's the sauce. So that's the cabbage, and there's a sweet potato, the sauce, get a small piece of chicken. That's just so good. And I was just thinking maybe like a rice wine vinegar and then make it into a vinaigrette. So there'll be more, there'll be videos coming out, but not all in one week. But yeah, making all this and putting in a video so I can get the recipes because I was just putting stuff together. And in the recipe and the video, I'll just measure everything out so everybody can have the measurements. I was just, a little dash here, a little dash there, and everything. I was like, I don't know what I was, if it was a teaspoon or whatever. I was just putting it all together. So I was like, oh, wow, that was cool. Yeah, I wanted to do the rolls too tonight, but time just got, I was so busy doing other things with videos and trying to get them uploaded so I could edit them and have them scheduled out for next week. So that takes a lot of time. Some people don't realize, but it's well worth it. And then this the ice cream. So I mean, we can have some ice cream. And we got the Haagen Dazs white chocolate raspberry truffle. So since now anesthesia can have every kind of dairy, any kind of dairy, any kind of cheese. This is the only brand that I've found so far that doesn't have any of the gums. And I cannot have chocolate, Hershey's chocolate syrup. It says Anthem gum in it. So I'll be making a video about how to make your own chocolate syrup. All right, here we go. Cheers, everybody. The regular ice cream. That's so good. Oh, yeah. I've got a lot of ideas going through my head, and I'm just like, I gotta write these down because then I forget. But then I have to go back and listen to the live. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I said it on the live, go back and listen to it and write it down. Because then I get to my table, my desk, and I sit down and I see something else like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm like, well, wait a minute. What was I was talking about? I need to write this down and all. So, and that is what we made for dinner tonight. Home cooking. What did I put on there? Is this is Southern home cooking or something other like that. To me, it's Southern cooking because that's what I grew up with. We grew up with eating a lot of cabbage and radishes. My parents had a garden for years, and we grew our own things. We ate navy beans. You need Alexa to make some of your list. Oh, that's funny. Are you welcome, Miss Carla? So to me, this is Southern cooking. This is what I grew up with. I grew up eating this. A lot of people think of potatoes and green beans. We did too, and everything. My son just makes green beans a whole lot better. I don't know what he puts. He might use every single kind of spice he has in there. I don't know, but he makes some great green beans. Um, and Anastasia, she loves her Brussels sprouts, but her day's green beans is number one right now. And then, like I said, the navy beans. grew up on navy beans, especially in the wintertime. You know, in Virginia, it was cold. Some people don't. Oh, it was hot. Those hot summers. It was cold, cold winters. And we put them in the pot with the big bone of ham and a ham bone and ham cut up and everything. We put it in there before we went to school. My mom did, and we got home from school and work. It was done and ready to go. Me too. NJ's surprising to some, but nope, we are down home Southern food and good whole sweet tea. Exactly. No, which I gotta make me some sweet tea tomorrow. Well, I make the tea and then I sweeten it myself, but then it's like this doesn't taste right. That's I'm gonna make a good thing of tea and sweeten it. And now my lemon balm is really doing good. Parsley is doing really well. I have one okra. It's a couple inches tall. I'm gonna let it grow a little bit more. The three tomatoes that's on the vine, they still haven't turned orange. They're still green. And I'm like, okay, dokie. We've had one mini yellow pepper that turned. We've had that. And then, okay, Anastasia and I, this is hilarious. Awesome. Yes, we make it homemade. Yes, we do. Yep. Yes, and do. And one thing about making tea at home with the tea bags and everything, you can flavor your own tea. You can make a blueberry tea, raspberry tea, pomegranate tea, any kind of way you want. Lemon tea. And I love doing that. I do that with my water. So where I can get to it. I don't know who sit there and said that this orange cayenne pepper is not as hot as a red cayenne pepper. They are full of baloney because Anastasia, I had two, so this is the first one. So Anastasia and I were gonna try that last night. Yes, strawberries. Hey Paul, how you doing? So Anastasia took us like, all right, you ready? So she takes this end of it and she bites it off. She goes, oh, it's hot, it's hot. I'm like, what do you mean it's not supposed to be hot? So I take it and I bit a nice big size off of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. She spit hers out. I ate mine. My tongue was on fire. My cheeks were on fire. I'm like, oh my goodness. I sat there. I was thinking I might have to go get some milk. Because she went out. I thought she was getting water or something. I thought she was in the bathroom. She had gone downstairs and got us both a glass of milk, a tumbler like this. And I'm just like, she goes, we need milk. I'm like, I know. It was so funny. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was supposed to do this on my live. And she goes, Grandma, I'm glad you didn't. She goes, because you would be able to talk. So FYI, orange cayenne peppers have the same skull heats as a red cayenne pepper. There is no difference. Yes, darling. Okie dokie. I'm on the live. All righty. She playing around and staying up late because no school tomorrow. Oh, sweet girl. But grandma, yeah, she did. She goes, we both need milk. I'm like, oh, yes, we do. And I'm like, I just let the milk, I would take a sip and just let it coat my tongue and everything. It took a while. And then we had some potato chips. She goes, you want some of these? And I'm like, yeah, actually, the potato chips actually took the heat away instead of making it hot. So I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, that orange cayenne pepper is just as hot as the red one. Because then I looked it up and I'm just like, I should have looked it up before we even tried it. But I was just like, oh, I was like, oh goodness. So there's still like at least 10 of them out there that haven't turned orange. They're still green. So I told my son, I said, you can try that one if you want to. Because what I was trying to do was I wanted to grow them to make my own cayenne pepper powder cayenne and everything. And it just seems like it's taking them for so long to sit there and grow. And then we had I guess because of the hot spell we had, um, they just kind of like just hung, the plant just like, I'm not doing anything. So now that was back to having hot weather, I've got to water it so that I don't lose. Pull a green one and taste it. Well, that's not a bad idea. I'll do that next week. I'll get a green one and taste it, and we'll see how that goes. So, I was watching a video by Barbara O'Neill, and I'll go back and get it and link it and everything. And she was talking about the lectins and the nightshades, your peppers, your potatoes, your eggplant. Hello. Do you want to say hello?
Hi.
This is not going to go. Most people here in the chat already know who you are because they're friends of ours that have been following us on our Treasure Home and followed us over here. And yes, all right, I gotta show you all this.
Did you already tell the story?
I was telling them about the cayenne pepper. Lordy. Now on the spoon is so different. All right. You ready? Come here. So everybody can see. Because a lot of people have known us for years and years, and now everybody can see how tall you are. Stand on this. She is up to here to me. So, yeah, I was like telling them that she came and got the milk for us, and that I've orange pepper, cayenne pepper is just as hot as the red one. So I'm gonna get her video and I'll paste it in my paste. When she was talking about her, potatoes, tomatoes, and all that, she is already taller than me. She was just ducking down, not standing up. She's about right here. We're even. Just depends on how she's standing. She's taller. Grown so much in the past couple of months. I know. I was like, oh my goodness.
Did you tell them?
Tell them what, honey?
Tell them.
Tell them what? I showed them all the wonderful ice cream that you can eat now. She is so excited. We're so proud of her and the cheese and everything. It's just unbelievable. She goes though she's a regular kid. It's the miracle they grow that they give. I agree. The miracle. It's like it's in the water. That's what we used to say.
Whose is this again? Is this yours or mine? Because I know we got matching ones.
That I was using that one because I don't remember which one is which. So you might need the step stool to find the other one. Yeah, I saw all the cups on the
I
bottom.
can see it. Oh, nope.
Look, look. It's on the bottom shelf behind the cups.
Well, who put it behind the cups?
I was, well, maybe it's not behind all those cups. It shouldn't have been.
Well, it.
Okay, hold on. You can go talk to people. I'll find your cup. Wait a minute. It might be right there. Oh, that's your, oh, it's on the sink. Yeah, we're looking in the cabinet for her cup that was on the back of the sink because we're trying upside down and everything. Look, all right, come on, you can do this. Her axolotl cup. Just a girl who loves axolotls.
That's what I am.
Yes, that's what you are.
Yourself?
Miss Job, Miss Carla Job says, great job, Anastasia.
So I said thank you.
They can hear you.
Thank you.
So yeah, they started it last June, and between the doctors taking her vacations and stuff and everything, um, it was this August. It was a couple of weeks ago when she had her maintenance dose and she was done. What in the middle of July you were done, or June, or something like that.
Mm.
Or something like that. So then they did the challenge was a cup of milk, and she did that perfectly. And then the middle of August was the pizza. No issues whatsoever. And the week after was the ice cream. So now Sundays are Domino's pizza. Now I'll still like my own pizza crust and everything. But sometimes, when you can sit there and now just order stuff or just go, and
Grandma, did you open the freezer?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, that's sorry. Oh, we need to open that and get the hamburger out. It's last night, the hamburger right there.
I don't know.
Oh, that's sausage. Hold on. Can you go look in the big freezer and see if it's in there? Oh, they got up. And they go, shit. Her mom asked, "Did you take the hamburger out of the freezer last night?" I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "No, no." So she showed me, and I'm just like, "Oh, I was in the station getting ice. So it must have been on the ice tray. She had to take it off." And
You betrayed me.
what?
You betrayed me.
I don't think they had. Was this one? They have the camera, darling. They can see.
You betrayed me.
There we go. I'll switch you. Like, we were just trying to figure out how the mystery was did the hamburger get on the counter. And her mom always goes, "It's not a Friday night if I don't forget the hamburger." Because she always forgets to set the hamburger out, so I thought out for dinner tomorrow. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Breadsticks. You name it. Um, the New York style breadsticks and stuff. I have to look at that because I know the garlic bread ones have the xanthan gum. So when they fix the garlic bread, they ask, "Do I want any?" I'm like, "No, you can have the garlic. You can have it." So if that has the xanthan gum in it, I'll make my own breadsticks tomorrow. But I can make cheesy breadsticks. Oh yes, that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, I got to see Anastasia tonight. She knew I was going live because she asked me last night. She goes, was I going live or when I was doing something? I was like, I'm going live tomorrow night on the cooking show. She goes, oh, good. So we'll talk about the cayenne pepper. I'm like, okay. So everybody who has never hadn't seen Anastasia, my granddaughter, that is Anastasia. If y'all want to go to Our Treasure Home and see our videos, a long time ago, we've been on YouTube for 8 years. When we started, she was a little. She wasn't probably taller than the counter. I was watching one from years ago, and I'm just like, it was one that was snowing 8 years ago, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, it's just like it still just seems like yesterday, but then it's like where the time go, and then I know she was so tiny and everything, and she just, you pick your kids up when they're that little and they hug you like that, and you just carry them around, and now it's like you give them a hug, it's like I can't pick you up no more. I'm just like, oh, I miss those days. She misses those days, but she's not really. She is so smart in school and everything, but she just does not. She don't. She's a kid that don't like school. You know, there were some times I didn't like school either. So we all have those times. Though, like I think it's the part that she don't mind the class connect and the interaction and everything. It's the schoolwork. It's like nobody likes that. So, um, she is in eighth grade ELA, uh, English. So what they're looking at is they're her mom and dad. Oh, she might be able to skip next, go into the ninth grade and do this and do that and everything. I said, stop pushing so fast. I know. Oh no, Robin. Oh my goodness. And then the Christmas ones. There was one on our treasure home. It was Christmas. It was supposed to be singing We Wish You a Merry Christmas together. That was the whole thing of doing it. It was a video. She started out saying We Wish You a Merry Christmas with me. And as soon as we go, We Wish, she stopped singing altogether. And it's like she left me hanging. I sung the song by myself. I kept looking at her. She just was smiling and laughing. And I was like, oh goodness. So that's how y'all understand. This year, no, I don't like Halloween. We don't celebrate Halloween, but they do want to go get the candy this year because Anastasia can have the candy this year. So, and then, so they were telling me put stuff on the grocery list, and I'm like, not thinking until tonight we were talking about the different candy bars and stuff. I was like, oh man, I forgot to be putting stuff down I don't want to do. But I also want to try and make a lot of it myself too, because I have to go online, look it up. Does it have any gums? Okay, so here is a tip for everybody who's having, you got to look at the ingredients on what you're looking at. I'll take this for example. So up here, they'll tell you the main ingredients. So it'll be like cheddar cheese, pasteurized milk, cheese culture, salt enzymes, blah, 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 and on and on. All right. So to find the xanthan gums or sometimes other things that you may be allergic to, it's going to be either in the middle or down at the bottom. And a lot of people don't look when they get to the bottom. They'll be going, okay. And you get halfway down and don't see it, but then it's down at the bottom. I have a sneaky way of doing these things. So, like on the ice cream, most people get here. Well, see how long that list is? Well, the xanthan gums, gar gums, and all them are down here at the bottom. Sometimes they're all through here in the middle, and you have to really look and see. So this one has Goragum cellulose gel. And so that's just cellulose gum. I know what that is. Carabine gum, mono and just diglycerides, Terragum, xanthan gum, polysorbate 80, and carrageenan. And see, they'll mix that in with all different words. So people who, if you're not watching, looking and everything, you'll miss it. Because there were some of them, I'm like, oh, okay. This one don't have anything. And then I went back and looked at it again, and there it was. So I was like, oh. So, but then, like, you know, I gotta put this in there. So with the Haagen-Dazs, it's not that many, so I can actually, it's like, okay, I can see this. It says cream, sugar, skim milk, lactose reduced skim milk, raspberry puree, corn syrup, egg yolks, coconut oil, soybean oil, cocoa processed with alkali. That's a different type of chocolate. I think I looked up. I know I looked it up, but it has nothing to do with any gums. Cocoa powder, natural flavor, lemon juice concentrate, pectin, cocoa butter, vanilla extract, salt, and soy lecithin. And those are easy to read because really fast and everything. But when you got a long list like that, it's like, and they can hide it in the list. Don't you fall because I'll be the one here. You know. But yeah, that's the exciting things going on and everything, and the new stuff that we're doing. I had a jar of duck sauce in the fridge. I kept reading the label and thought it was good, but I didn't feel good after eating it. Tonight I saw I had wheat as a thickener. Oh no! See, I've done that too. I'm like, you look at it and it's like, okay, it's not there. Then until you look again, it's like, well, when did this pop up? Well, how did this get in there? How in there in the first place? I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And like, it's like, my son and daughter-in-law keep going, it's the Matrix. I'm like, it's not the Matrix. It's just that we think we looked at it really well, but we've done that before, different things. And I'm saying the first time this has happened, when Anastasia was younger, I'm like really younger. She was like 3 or 4. And that was way before school age. And her mom and I were out grocery shopping and everything. And we picked up something and it did not have anything in there. The Anastasia couldn't have at that time and everything. We get it home and it has milk. And I'm like, we both looked at it and it did not have milk. And they done that in the grocery store. It's like, okay, well, what's the weirdest thing? Hey, that'd be make a good video. What's the weirdest things ever happened to you? But right over quite a few times, going to make my own, so it'll be good. I know, that's what I was like, okay. So I think I would make something and didn't write the recipe down. Then I'll go, how did I make it? What did I write? And I'm like, okay. So I learned that a long time ago. As I go along, I write the recipe down because I've got a notebook going again. Because if I don't, I'll forget something. And then I understand people are busy and this, that, and the other. But to me, if I'm watching a video of someone making something and they don't have the recipe down in the description, I'm like, how much, so then you gotta go back through the video, stop and pause, write it down, and then go through and listen to it again. I'm just like, that's why most of my videos, all of my videos, I try to make sure that if I do a new recipe, I've got it down in the description. That way you can go back and look at it, follow along or something like that. Exactly, Carla. I'm like, I've seen so many recipes. That's like the chocolate pudding. I got it from another YouTube channel, and I can't give her credit for it. I mean, I do give her credit for it because she made it. But in a way, I can't because she just she. All right, so we all know about editing. She just edit whatever out, how long it took to syrup the chocolate stuff to make and everything. But she never wrote the recipe down in the description. I'm like, how am I gonna know how long to have that thing cook if you don't put that in the description? So that's why when I made the video, I I think I put her name in it or whatever, but I was like, she didn't put how long this is going to take to cook or how long it thickens up and this, that, and the other. So I said, we're doing this together. And so, in that chocolate pudding recipe, I put down there what I did, the ingredients, and how long it takes. And it doesn't take long for it to get thick and everything. And that's so good. I'm quite sure instead of using cornstarch, you could use like potato starch, arrowroot starch, tapioca starch, which I do have some tapioca starch. I can put that in the grocery list. So get some more and use that and see how that works. Because that's like tonight. It's going to take me a couple of days because I'm busy editing the other videos and everything. But I will put everything. I'll go back and put everything down in the description what I used and everything. Like with this, I put a dab with this, dab with that, and I didn't measure it. We were just doing it together, and then I'll go back and make a video to for exact measurements. Because I did, all I did was take this mustard and I just squeezed it in how much I thought I wanted, and it was that measure nothing. All right, what did Nightbot do? No, she didn't. All right, I'm gonna have to go fix Nightbot because Robin, I am sorry. Oh, you can do emojis. Okay, I have to go fix Nightbot with the emojis. I don't know what it's going. It shouldn't have been doing that. You know how they update things. Nightbot does like emojis tonight. I know. I thought I love your heart. I oh my goodness, this is the first time I saw it, so I'll go back and fix it. I love when they update stuff, but they don't tell you they update things. Mm. Oh lordy! All right, so y'all let people know. All right, I'm at 379 or 380 sometimes. Okay. Oh, with this channel, as soon as I get to 500, I'm gonna do a giveaway. So I'm working towards to get this channel monetized before February 1st of next year. My hours are 908, so almost at 1,000 hours. So that the hours and the subscribers. So I would appreciate y'all share it out or just tell people, now even though it's not dairy free no more and still have allergies, I don't know what it is. I just know that when I stopped using that silk soy milk, everything cleared up. Um, I don't know if y'all can see this on my hand tonight. It's right there on the top of my finger. Is how my hand would start out when it was really bad with all the alcohol. That's the intro video y'all see. So it would do that all through here and all through here. So it's definitely something I ate, which probably was probably still some of the gums trying to get out of my system. Look up the new requirements for monetization. YouTube just changed hours and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, uh, they do that every so often, but I was surprised they upped the hours from 4,000 to 8,000. Some jumped it, doubled it like that. So I was like, okay, I got this, and this. I was like, oh goodness. So everybody's like, I think people feel like they're kind of scrambling to get things done. But, you know, I get there. I don't. That's no, I would love to have this channel monetized also. We'll see how it goes the further we go. 8K watch hours starting. Yep. That's just insane. Are they wanting to lose people? I don't know I think what they was trying to do was about these AI channels and everything, but I'm just like, they, you didn't help the rest of the people because those AI channels, they're the ones that are making hours and everything. So I don't know, but I've got other things going on also in the background. Um, did I post? I don't think I posted. I got the website up. I've got things I'm adding to it. So be looking for that in the post. I heard you they just want to run ads and keep all the money. Well, and that is the thing of the game was keep the money, take the money and run. And song. I know, but they've always played ads on people's videos way before any of us. Even when I started out, it used to be they would run ads all the time on people's videos, whether they were monetized or not. Then people complained, and then they stopped, and it was just only people who when they got demonetization. And then they started it again like 5 years ago doing it. So, but yeah, that's no. I know we can sit there and talk. God can change anything. I heard that. Yeah, I don't think mine gets ads, but I keep mine. And yeah, I don't think I've seen ads on yours, Misha. I got the hiccups, but that's okay. It's. I want to say it's all in fun, and it is all in fun, but it's also to me, it's helping people who have, you know, problems eating with different foods. I made those wheat muffins last week. Oh my goodness gracious. Those were a fail. I don't know if it was not because I didn't have the applesauce or whatever, but even just the wheat itself. Now I got all that wheat flour, and I'm just like, I don't even want to use it now, but I'm like, I've got to use it up because it's just like, I don't know, it just did not turn out right. Keep me on short. I got scared to go to the regular because Anastasia can do that, but she's upstairs. Oh goodness. And then okay, so Tuesday night I'm on Our Treasure Home. Wednesday night on our allergy friendly cooking, we'll be going over some more herbs and their blends and everything, which was pretty interesting because the lemon balm and the parsley I had, they said it makes a good tea. So I gotta get some lemon balm and some parsley and dry it out and everything, and then make a blend and make a tea. And I'll make a video with that. Um, and then Thursday night is Our Treasure Home. Friday night's allergy friendly cooking, and then Saturdays is the new channel, which is Seek Him First Jesus. It's my Bible channel, and Cynthia and I are doing that together. And her and I going to do the website together. And it's like I got it going and everything. Got some things up, and then I got to fix some other things on there. Make sure the fire doesn't have fillers. Some of the brands starting adding junk for their fillers to make more money. Oh my goodness, I believe. Say I saved a bunch of my lemon balm. The tea is yummy. Oh yes, I make a tea with that. Oh, so good. Oh, it's this one, the Montana. And it says hard red wheat flour. That's all it's in there. So, but this recipe was a 2 cups buttermilk, 3/4 cups of applesauce. And I don't think I went back and put the recipe there. Oh my goodness. 3/4 cups of sugar, 2 eggs beaten, 4.5 cups of bronze cheese flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. Raisins are nuts optional, and I put cranberries in it. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Mm, yeah, they did not turn out whatsoever. Oh my goodness gracious. This has like that. It was just awful. Because then I put it in the loaf pan to make it like a muffin loaf. It was so hard as a brick because it took so long for it to cook. I'm like, It makes you sleepy? Yes. The lemon balm is a calming herb. So drink it at nighttime. If you're having problems sleeping, that's a good tea to have at night. Now last night I made my um turmeric milk, golden milk. They call it golden milk. And all I did was took a cup of milk, which was that mug that Anastasia had, the fall mug, and I pour that in, and I just add like a half a teaspoon of turmeric to it and everything, and some honey, and drunk that. And I slept so good last night. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, hard red wheat doesn't cook up the same as soft. I forgot the actual soft wheat name. I think it's We get the hard wheat berries and the soft wheat berries and something else. I don't know. Yeah, I'll find a recipe that's better than what that is. And I mean, nothing against them, but just that recipe just to turn out right. So, and then, yeah, that's why when see, I have a half gallon jug or quart, glass mason jar, half gallon. And I would put the lemon balm in there and I couldn't figure out why I was going to sleep. I had to take a nap around 5 or 6 o'clock. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't drink a half a gallon of this tea during the day. Maybe I should just, use it at nighttime. I was like, oh my goodness. I just realized on this thing that I need to go fix this. It don't have to be difficult. Then LE. I'm just like, it cut off whatever else that was supposed to be singing. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. I know. See, you're talking about we overlook things or something because I think this way our minds look. You see it and your mind is going, okay, it looks fine, blah, 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 blah. And then later on, that's why I used to have my sister read my book reports. So she would edit for me. And she'd go, I'll rewrite it for you. Like, okay. She was the English. She loved English. So I was like, do whatever. And I was like, yeah, English was not my writing papers. Let's put it that way. It was not my thing because I write how I talk basically. And the teacher goes, no, you can't write like this. You need to redo it, this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, so when it came to book reports and stuff, I had help. Math, on the other hand, I went up to trigonometry. Do I remember how to do all that? Heck no, not really. But Anastasia, I forgot to ask. Oh no, she said they were like they're doing like a review about stuff. I said, okay, so it's like as soon as you get to algebra, I can help you. We'll learn it again together. So, but yeah, yeah, math was always my favorite. Math is either 2 plus 2 is 4. There's no other way around it. There can't be any other answer. So, and then I didn't mind history either. History was okay. Physical education, we changed clothes and then didn't really do anything. I'm like, why are we changing clothes? Why do we have to be in uniforms for physical education? We're not doing anything. So we did have the not the balance beam, the uneven bars at our school and our gym. And so we did like trying to do those and everything. And let's see. So it was in the gym, had basketball and now. So there were girls who were on the basketball team who did not mind PE when we went because they practiced the basketball. And I'm like, okay. And of course, then when we end up with teams and everything, then I would shoot a basket, get it and everything. And I'm like, oh, Nancy, come out for the team. I'm like, no, thank you. It was not my thing. School and then home. And that was just about it. Math, music, and English were, yeah, that's what I was choir, piano, math, history. Science, I didn't mind doing. Um, I wish I had taken chemistry in school, but I didn't. But yeah, biology and science and all that, that didn't bother me. I actually had fun. Then I did take Spanish my senior year. And in 2 weeks into class, the teacher wants us to talk Spanish in the class the whole time. And we're just learning how to speak, the greetings and everything. I looked at her. I'm like, are you crazy? She looked at me. She goes, that's not a way to talk to me. I said, look. I'm 17 and you're 22. You're not too much older than me. So don't sit there and pull that on me. Everybody was like, Nancy. I'm just like, I said, you're wrong because we're just learning Spanish and you can't expect us to talk Spanish fluently in 2 weeks. She goes, if you don't like it, you just don't have to take my class. I said, it's fine with me. I'm going to the office right now. I walked out the door, went there and changed to the a study hall class. Everybody was like, they came to me after class like, we can't believe you did that. I'm like, I'm not gonna allow a 22-year-old who's only 5 years older than me talk to me like I'm a child or something or other. I said, that's not how you teach people. She won't there. I, let's see, was it the first semester? And maybe after Christmas, she won't there no longer. Yeah, she just barely got out of school. Yeah, she had just graduated from college. I can't remember if it was Bob Jones or if it was from the one in Lynchburg. Um, I don't remember the name. It was probably that one. Liberty University. I think is where she was from. Like you can't ruin. I like you think you come in here and rule us like an iron fist. That's like you got another thing coming because it don't work that way. And one of my classmates, her dad was a preacher. Because the school and the church was together, and he did some things that he wanted the principal. I think it was the assistant principal, and she kept going. He said, "I'm like, don't." I said, because she's wrong. I said, if you don't stand up for yourself now, you're going to have people walking all over you the rest of your life. So anytime anything happens in school, who they come get? They come get me. They go, and especially when new kids show up, and I just be walking in the hallway or something, and they go, you see that girl right there? They go, yeah. They go, don't cross her, don't cross us, because she'll come after you. Say that. But they did that. I was like, oh goodness. Because I was like, because I mean, they kept asking me what I want to do. I was like, I'm gonna become a cop. That's what I wanted to be. And I went to college, um, junior college, community college, and my grandma told me to go into computers. But if I had realized at that time about the computers would be into computer forensics, I probably would have stuck with it. But I was like, all right, so computers, and I was like, so the math class, it was going over stuff I had just finished high school with. And the teacher goes, you already know all this. I'm like, yeah. He goes, you don't have to come back until blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. And I didn't even go back. And then the English teacher, he was ugly and everything. And I'm just like, oh, forget this. So the computer class, I kept asking people where to go to get to it. I go down this way, turn right, this way, turn left, and everything. Nope, it was never there. I looked all over that campus for the computer classes and could not find them. Come back, we went to the counselor, whoever you talk to, and I was just going to quit. He goes, well, what do you want to do? I said, I really want to be a cop and everything, take the police. He goes, well, why didn't you say so? I said, because that's not what my family wants. He goes, well, who cares what your family wants? This is about you. I said, yeah, I know. He goes, if you had done the police course and everything, you wouldn't have had to take the math class. Like, oh man. But you had to do the physical education. I was like, well, that I probably could have done back then, 18 years old. It wouldn't have bothered me. But I would have been retired a long time ago. But I look back on it now and I'm like, okay, Lord, and you blocked that for a reason. Because who knows? I could have been a cop, been out in the field, got shot or something, another, and everything. Or I never would have met my ex-husband. I never would have had my son, and then I would never had, we wouldn't see Anastasia. So the Lord sits there and closes doors for a reason, and we get upset, and sometimes we'll have to consider, oh, wait a minute, maybe the Lord does know something that I don't know, and that'll be all right. So I can see back then how all that He maneuvered me all kinds of different ways. Yep, that's why I feel I didn't get to finish. Everybody, yeah, oh, exactly. I know, because it's like now I look back and say, well, if I had done this, this, and this, I wouldn't have married my ex-husband, and I wouldn't have had my sons, and then my son, Anastasia's dad, I wouldn't have had him, and then they wouldn't have met, and then we wouldn't have Anastasia. I'm like, okay, Lord, I can see what you did. Then there are some people that had dated or wanted to date. I'm like, thank you, Lord, thank you for not letting that happen. So when we look back, we can be grateful and thankful for all the things that didn't happen and did happen, and now thankful and grateful for Anastasia. The Lord just did such an amazing thing. I just gotta give the credit to the Lord. Yes, Anastasia chose to do that. Anastasia did it, what she was supposed to do and everything, and the Lord just did it a different way than we wanted, and now we have regular cheese, ice cream, and all. So that's just an amazing journey. So I'm gonna give my testimony on Seek Him First Jesus. It'll probably be in a couple of weeks and everything. So I've got the channels all linked down below. It should be in the description and everything. So you can go see that over there. Uh, but it is time to clean this up, put it in the fridge, and I'll probably be doing a couple of things before I go to bed. And then got dishes to wash. But this, oh my goodness, it looks so good. I think I was like, it looks good. You want a bite? You want a bite? Like, no, I'm not eating a bite. It's too late. And then here's the soup, the bean soup that I made, and that looks good. And then the sauce. So there's our other videos that are coming out, and I will put the recipes down below. Probably Monday. Sunday, Monday is my goal to put those in there. So everybody have a wonderful and blessed night. Thank you so much for being here. We've had fun. I'm looking forward to next Friday because I have an idea I was going to make for a video, but I might make it do it on a live. So you just got to watch and see. Have a good night. God bless. Stay safe. We love y'all. And we'll see you next time on Allergy Friendly Cooking.